What's good, YouTube? And I'm back with another video. And I just want to come in here and talk to y'all for a second. This video probably not gonna be too long. And I just want to say this because this is something I really been thinking about lately. Cause I carry this weight on myself a lot, and I feel like somebody really needs to hear this right now. So I'm gonna say it. Everything is gonna be alright. I hate to be the nigga that say this because I used to hate when people say this shit to me. You know, time will tell, bro. Patience is everything in life. And, we're not always patient, especially as young people. But, what you're supposed to learn, God is showing you something. So what you're going through right now, you're learning something. You know, if if you really sit with it, you got a grasp on it. Some people go through things and they don't grasp on it. They go through things and give up. But the lesson is what you're learning right now within that time. See, there's a lesson for everything you go through. Don't just focus on the negative. It's gonna get hard, bro, because let me tell you this. I'm 22 years old, and I can tell you, and I'm not even gonna sit up here right now and act to y'all like my life is perfect. I go through shit like anybody else, and I lie to you not. So our life isn't supposed to be perfect. We're gonna have ups and we're gonna have downs, but we have to find things to get through it. Life is gonna be tough. It's not easy at all, especially you know somebody who really has a purpose and really knows the potential they have for themselves. And I think a lot of people don't really understand that part until they're really in it. Like everybody wants the good days, everybody wants the blessings, everybody wants breakthroughs, even in the things they finally worked out. But nobody really talks about what happens in between all these things circling around in your mind. That's the uncomfortable part. That's the part where you don't really see nothing changing, but you're still supposed to keep going anyway, especially as a man. And that's where most people fold. And I get it, and I really do, because when you're in that space where you feel like nothing is happening for you, it can feel like you're stuck. Like you're doing everything right, but you're still not getting results. And that's where your mind starts messing with you. But look at it like this, that's also where growth is happening. Even if you don't even see it yet, it always ends up happening. Like sometimes I be thinking like, damn, why this shit happening? But then in the end, I just be thanking God for like how far He has brought me, all the things He brought me out of. So you really just gotta look at it like that. And sometimes certain things we go through, it hurts, but it's also the part, it builds character. It brings you out of things that you learn from. And me being real with y'all, I don't have life all figured out. None of us do. People will always sit up here and try to act like they so perfect, knowing damn well they ain't. There's been days where I'm good, and there's been days where I'm just thinking too much or overthinking everything and wondering what's next, wondering why things ain't moving the way how I thought it would. But that's life though. And I think social media really makes it worse for everybody because everybody looks at each other like they got life all together. Everybody looks like they're winning all the time, but behind closed door, everybody's fighting something. Everybody's going through something. Nobody, nobody's perfect. Nobody's exempt from that. And I had to learn that early on. I had to learn that as I got older. Because if you think life is supposed to be easy all the fucking time, you're gonna break every fucking time. And I'm gonna tell you that now. I'm telling you. But look, the truth is hard. You know, a lot of things we go through, it's hard. See, there's something you're supposed to pull from. It's something in that hard moment you are supposed to learn from. Something you are supposed to grow from. You have to learn patience. You have to have discipline, have a good mindset, and have, the ability not to give up when things don't make sense at all. Even if you don't learn from it now, life will keep repeating it until you do. That's why I say there is a lesson, bro. Not everything you go through is a punishment. Sometimes it is something called preparation. And I tell people that all the time. So don't just focus on, like the negative, man. Because if you stay stuck on what's going wrong in your life all the time, you'll miss what you're building inside of you. You'll put more pressure on yourself because you're so worried about all the bad things that are going on in your life. Sometimes we just got to be thankful for the little things because there's somebody out here that's always going through something worse. Like, it be days where, I'd be like, man, I wish I had a better car, or even though I got like a damn near like a brand new car, I'd be like, man, I wish I had a foreign car, or I wish I had a fucking, not saying an AMV or some shit. But it's a nigga out here who got a hoop. It's a nigga out here riding on a bike. It's a nigga out here walking. He wish he had a car. It's a nigga out here washing. It's a nigga out here walking who wish he had a car I had, or wish he even had a car. It's a nigga walking who wish he had a bike. It's a nigga on a bike who wish he had a car. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even gotta break it down to y'all. Like, y'all really understand. If you got common sense, do you understand what I'm trying to say? So don't let nothing you going through break you, man. Just keep going, man. That's all I can say. Because every time I was about to break and I kept going, God pulled me out. And I just thank him because I learned something from every situation in life I've been through. But yeah, everything will be alright though. You know, not because life is perfect, but because you have to learn how to maneuver through it, learn how to move through it. Even when things don't make sense right now, time tells every time. Just keep going.